Right guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video what I'm going to show you how to do is adjust the reach on your Shimano Claris R2000 8-speed road shift levers. So if you're not happy with the reach on them, i.e. you've got smaller hands and on the drops you find it difficult to reach the levers for braking, or even on the hoods you're not happy with the reach, then I'll go ahead and show you how to adjust that to make it more comfortable. Right, so here we have the levers in question. You can see Shimano Claris 8-speed levers. As you can see, if you put your hands, say if you had your hands on the drops and you weren't comfortable with the reach, i.e. you were struggling to get your hands onto the levers for braking, you want to use on the drops, then I'll go ahead and adjust that. So first of all, what you want to do is pull back the top of the hood there, like so, and then in the top there, just there, there's a 2mm hex head or Allen key, whichever you call it, in there. So you can go ahead and locate that, and obviously by turning that clockwise it will move the lever closer to the drop, so I'll shorten the distance. So if you go ahead and turn it, you'll need to turn it a few times before it starts to actually move. So you notice the gap at the top there, here. Obviously if you turn it, you can see it moving, so the lever's moving towards the drop. But by doing that, you can't just turn it like that. And as you can see, the gap's a lot smaller, but what it's doing is, by turning that, obviously you're pulling your brake on. So the front brake, or whichever brake corresponds with your lever, will be binding against the wheel, or if you turn it so far it'll be touching the rim. So what you got to bear in mind is, when you adjust that in, you can adjust it in to close the gap, but what you'll have to do is, on the front and rear brakes, obviously you'll have to either make an adjustment with your barrel adjuster by winding it, so as the pads come away from the rim again, or if you got no adjustment, obviously you'll just have to let off the hex head and let the cable through a bit, so you've got enough cable movement so the brakes aren't touching, obviously, and then you can apply the brakes again. So basically that's what it's doing. So it's easy to adjust. So all you've got to do is turn the 2mm hex head there clockwise or anti-clockwise if you want to let it back off again. So you can let it all the way back off, and it's closing the gap there, and it's making the distance further away again. So you can let it back off, or clockwise you can make it smaller if you've got smaller hands there. Obviously they come set the furthest away, so if you've got small hands and it's no good for you, then you need to go ahead and make that adjustment to make it more comfortable for you. There's no point in having a bike and you can't even reach to pull the brakes on when you're on the drops. So once you've done that adjustment, all you've got to do is go ahead and put your hood back over like that, and that's how to adjust them. Very simple. Right, so that's the steps there complete for you. So it's very simple to do, so there's no need to put up with a shifter obviously that's too far away from your hand. So it boils down to safety at the end of the day. If you can't brake when you're on the drops properly, then it becomes a bit dangerous in some situations. So it's easy to do. I say, if you found the video helpful in any way, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more cycle related content. Until next one, ride safe and I'll see you then.